The Unforgivable Curses. The Unforgivable Curses are the most feared and forbidden spells in the wizarding world. They are considered so dangerous that using any of them on another human is punishable by a lifetime sentence in Azkaban. These curses are often associated with Lord Voldemort and his Death Eaters, who use them to instill terror and enforce their will. Avada Kedavra. Avada Kedavra is known as the Killing Curse, a spell that causes instantaneous death with a flash of green light. Unlike other harmful spells, Avada Kedavra does not cause physical harm, but instead severs the life force of its victim. The only known person to survive this curse is Harry Potter, due to the sacrificial protection placed upon him by his mother, Lily Potter. This spell is unblockable by conventional magic, making it one of the most feared curses in existence. Crucio. Crucio, also known as the Cruciatus Curse, is designed to cause unbearable pain. Unlike simple stunning or immobilization spells, Crucio inflicts intense suffering that can last indefinitely, depending on the caster's intent. Bellatrix Lestrange famously used this curse on Neville Longbottom's parents, Frank and Alice Longbottom, torturing them into insanity. The spell requires the caster to truly enjoy causing pain. Otherwise, it does not work properly. Imperio. Imperio, the Imperious Curse, is a mind control spell that allows the caster to manipulate their victim's actions completely. Those placed under the spell lose their ability to resist commands, following orders without question. During Voldemort's rise to power, many individuals were controlled using the Imperious Curse, including high-ranking ministry officials. Harry Potter is one of the few wizards known to have successfully resisted this curse through sheer force of will. Defensive and shielding spells. In a world where magic can be used both for good and evil, defensive spells are vital for self-protection. Shield charms, counterspells, and barrier enchantments are essential for surviving duels in dark magic. Many of these spells are taught at Hogwarts, ensuring students can defend themselves if necessary. Protego. Protego is the most basic shield charm, creating a magical barrier that deflects spells and minor attacks. It is frequently used in duels and can block a variety of offensive spells. However, it is not invincible. Stronger spells or repeated attacks can eventually break through its defenses. Protego Totalum. Protego Totalum is an advanced version of the shield charm, used to protect larger areas rather than individuals. It is particularly useful for securing campsites or homes, making it a popular choice for wizards on the run. Hermione Granger used this spell multiple times to keep herself, Harry, and Ron hidden from Death Eaters during their search for Horcruxes. Expelliarmus. Expelliarmus is the disarming charm, one of the most commonly used spells in dueling. It forces an opponent to drop their wand, effectively neutralizing them without causing harm. This spell became Harry Potter's signature move, even in life-or-death battles. He used it in his final confrontation with Voldemort, a decision that ultimately led to the Dark Lord's downfall. Finite Incantatem. Finite Incantatem is a general counterspell used to cancel ongoing magical effects. It is useful for ending jinxes, stopping unwanted enchantments, and dispelling magical disturbances. While powerful, it is not effective against the unforgivable curses, making them even more dangerous. Offensive and dueling spells. Magic is often used in duels, whether for self-defense or combat. Wizards and witches must be skilled in offensive spells to protect themselves from enemies, dark creatures, and other magical threats. Stupefy. Stupefy is the stunning spell, which temporarily incapacitates the target. It is frequently used in dueling and is a preferred non-lethal method of stopping an opponent. When hit by this spell, the victim is knocked unconscious for a period of time, unless counteracted by Rennervate. Petrificus Totalus. Petrificus Totalus is the full-body bind curse, rendering the victim completely immobile. Although the person affected remains fully conscious, they cannot move or speak. This spell was famously used by Hermione Granger on Neville Longbottom when he tried to prevent Harry, Ron, and Hermione from sneaking out in Sorcerer's Stone. Confringo. Confringo is an explosion spell that causes its target to burst into flames. It is especially dangerous because fire created by this spell can spread quickly and is difficult to control. Hermione used this spell in Deathly Hallows to destroy Nagini's hiding place. Sectumsempra. Sectumsempra is a deadly curse invented by Severus Snape, which causes deep, slashing wounds on the target. When used against an opponent, the spell acts like an invisible blade, causing severe bleeding. Harry Potter unknowingly used this spell on Draco Malfoy in Half-Blood Prince, almost killing him. The injuries caused by Sectumsempra can only be healed using Vulnera Sanantur, a spell known by few wizards. Healing and counter effects. Spells. Magic is not only used for battle but also for healing injuries and reversing harmful effects. Healing spells are essential in the wizarding world, especially for those who face constant danger, such as Aurors and members of the Order of the Phoenix. Episkey. Episkey is a spell that heals minor injuries such as cuts, bruises, and broken noses. It is commonly used in Quidditch matches and duels to treat small wounds quickly. Ferula. Ferula conjures bandages and splints to support broken bones. Remus Lupin used this spell on Ron Weasley when he was injured in Prisoner of Azkaban. Rennervate. Rennervate is a revival spell that awakens unconscious individuals. It is often used after stunning spells or when someone has fainted. Utility and everyday spells. Magic is not only for combat, it is also a part of everyday life in the wizarding world. Many spells are used for simple tasks such as cleaning, lighting, or moving objects. Alohomora. Alohomora is the unlocking charm, which can open locked doors and containers. It is one of the first spells taught to young witches and wizards, making it a useful tool in everyday life. Lumos. Lumos creates a beam of light at the tip of the wand, allowing the caster to see in the dark. The counterspell, Nox, extinguishes the light. Accio. Accio is the summoning charm, bringing objects to the caster from a distance. This spell is incredibly useful in situations where retrieving an item manually would be difficult or impossible. Reparo. Reparo is used to repair broken objects, restoring them to their original state. Hermione frequently used this spell, including when she fixed Harry's glasses in Sorcerer's Stone. Dark and forbidden spells. Some spells are associated with dark magic, even if they are not classified as unforgivable curses. These spells are dangerous and often used by dark wizards to cause destruction or manipulate others. Legilimens. Legilimens allows the caster to read another person's thoughts and memories. It is used in the practice of legilimency, a skill mastered by Voldemort and Severus Snape. Obliviate. Obliviate erases the memories of a person. It can remove specific memories or wipe a person's entire past. Hermione used this spell on her parents in Deathly Hallows to protect them from Voldemort's forces. Fiendfyre. Fiendfyre conjures a cursed fire that is nearly impossible to control. This fire can consume everything in its path, including Horcruxes, making it one of the few things capable of destroying them.